Hey everyone, here is a quick rundown of how to estimate your tax savings from your RRSP contributions. So for everybody, it's going to be a little bit different because everybody's earnings and marginal tax rates are going to be slightly different, but this is how we can get a really close estimate of how much tax you'll save based on how much you earn and how much you contribute to your RRSP. So step one is to navigate to the Wealthsimple Tax Calculator. And I always just Google it and click on the first link, and you'll get the current year's Canada income tax calculator provided by Wealthsimple. It's free to use, and you don't need to enter any of your personal information in here at all. So what we do is we start by choosing our province or territory. So I'm in British Columbia. I'm going to choose that from the drop-down menu, and it's going to alter what tax rates it uses to calculate the tax on your given income. So once we've chosen our province or territory, our next step is to just include any information that we have on the income that we earn during the year or that we expect to earn during the year. You've got these little tool tips, but they're not overly helpful. It just basically says the same thing, employment income. So employment income is just income that you earn from having a job. You can typically find the total amount on your T4, or if you don't have your T4 yet, you can check the last pay stub that you had during the year and enter your year-to-date amount, or you can just estimate it if you kind of have an idea of how much employment income you're going to earn throughout the year. So in this fictional example, I'm going to say I earned $120,000 of employment income. Next up, we'd have self-employment income. So if you do have some, you want to enter the net amount of your self-employment income. So meaning your total revenue minus your total expenses for the year equals your net income for self-employment. So we're going to enter that in here. And again, in this fictional example, I'm just going to enter a number. I'll say that my net self-employment income was $20,000 in 2023. After that, we're actually going to skip the RRSP and FHSA deductions section, and we're going to bump down to capital gains, eligible dividends, and ineligible dividends. Capital gains, these are just gains you've made on the sale of investments, and those are calculated as total proceeds of the sale minus the cost of the investment. And the cost can include fees like broker fees or investment advisor fees, things like that potentially. And again, in this case, I will just pretend that I had $20,000 of capital gains. That would be sweet, but I didn't. But I'm entering it for this fictional example. Dividends, if you've earned any dividends from any unregistered investments, meaning ones that are not in a tax sheltered account like an RRSP or a TFSA, you will have a T5 slip typically that's going to show you either eligible dividends or other than eligible or ineligible dividends. So other than eligible and ineligible are basically the same thing. So look at your T5s that you've received and enter the amounts in here. Or if you haven't received any, just leave it zero. So for this example, I'm going to say that I had 20,000 of eligible dividends and 10,000 of ineligible. Again, I don't think I did, but that would be cool. And then lastly, we have other income. So it does tell us that this could be CERB, CESB, EI, CPP, and OAS, among other things. It could be rental income, it could be interest income. So any other income that you have, it could be foreign income, just enter it in here and it will encompass a whole bunch of different types of income. And again, we're just trying to get a close estimate of your total income so that the calculator can apply the appropriate marginal tax rate when we enter our RRSP contributions. So in this case, I'll again just enter a number. Let's say I earned $10,000 in other income. So we can see on the right-hand side that my results say I have total income of $200,000. My total tax includes federal tax, provincial tax, CPP, and EI, and I have an after-tax income amount. But the information here that's really important is your marginal tax rate. And if you're not sure what a marginal tax rate is, check the link in the blog post that takes you to a separate discussion all about marginal tax rates. This just really means what the incremental tax paid on the next dollar of income is going to be. In this case, it's going to be 46 cents on the dollar approximately. But that also works for RRSP contributions. For every dollar that we contribute to our RRSP, we're going to save approximately 46 cents in tax. And so we can see that really easily by entering $1,000 in RRSP contributions. It says we're going to save approximately $461 in taxes. So this is really helpful because you can just start playing around with this number. Let's say I had $5,000 approximately that I wanted to contribute. I would save around $2,300 in tax, and that's great. What I could also do is I could say, let's borrow another $3,000 and contribute $8,000. and I'll actually get a bunch of that back because I'm gonna save $3,690 in tax. So I could repay that loan pretty quickly if I contributed right before the RRSP deadline and then filed my taxes, got a refund, and paid back the loan. That's a pretty common strategy for RRSP contributions. So that's it. Have a look, play around with this. You can even see what would happen if you had way more income or way less income. In this case, it really doesn't change things a whole lot because we already said we had quite a significant amount of income. So our marginal tax rate only jumped up to about 54%. Anyway, I hope that helped. I hope you get a chance to play with this and figure out exactly how much you want to contribute to your RRSP. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.